Welcome back, my friends. Today I want to share a story that will touch your heart. My name is Victor, and I had a wife named Selena, the love of my life. We were married for 15 long years, and I always thought our life was perfect. But I was wrong, because one day I discovered my perfect life was only a lie. We had a beautiful house in a quiet little town, bought together many years ago. We painted its walls with care and made a garden, our most special and happy place. Both of us had good jobs, many friends, and I loved Selena more than anything. I believed she was my perfect partner, and I trusted her completely with all my heart. Our life was a happy routine. Every morning we woke up together and shared breakfast. The kitchen was always bright and sunny, and then we both went off to work. I always thought there were no secrets between us because we talked about almost everything. In the evenings, we came home to each other, cooked dinner together, and shared our day. Weekends were for our garden, where everything was calm, peaceful, and filled with gentle laughter. Then one day, everything changed, and that single day completely destroyed the world I knew. It started like a normal morning, but it ended with the end of my life. It all began with a simple letter that I found waiting in our small mailbox. There was a strange envelope, beautiful and colored, looking very much like a secret love letter. But the letter was for a man named Lucas, though it had our address on it. I thought it was a post office mistake, especially because of a red return stamp. Still, I was confused. Who was Lucas, and why did his letter come to my home? Curiosity and fear grew inside me, so I opened the envelope with my shaking hands. I began reading the words inside, a long letter filled with passion, secrets, and desire. It spoke of hidden meetings in a small cafe across town, away from watchful eyes. It spoke about a strong, deep love, and even promised a secret, beautiful future together. At the very end of the letter, I finally saw the name of its sender. My heart stopped, my body froze, because the name written there was Selena, my wife. I could not believe what I saw. Selena, my Selena, had written this secret letter. I read the letter again and again, but the words never changed. The truth remained. That night, I could not sleep at all, while Selena rested peacefully, right beside me. Who was she? The woman I loved for 15 years? Or a complete stranger? Slowly, I realized I had been living with someone I did not know at all. My trust shattered into a million small pieces, leaving me empty and shocked inside. I knew then I had to find out everything, no matter the cost. The next morning, while she showered upstairs, I took her phone from the bathroom counter. My hands were shaking so badly that I felt like I might drop it. I felt like a terrible person, but I could not stop. I needed the truth. I unlocked her messages and typed the name Lucas into the small search bar. There it was, hundreds and hundreds of messages, more than I could ever imagine. Every message was full of love, secret plans, and meetings hidden from the world. They talked about secret trips, late nights, and promises of a future together. Each new line I read felt like another knife, cutting deeper into my heart. I felt foolish and blind for missing all these signs for so many years. I read for hours and learned their secret had started many years before. Not 1 year, not 2 years, but long before, while we built our life. My perfect marriage, the life I trusted, was a lie built on hidden meetings. The next morning I sat very quiet at the kitchen table, waiting for her. I placed the love letter where she could see it and set her phone beside it. A cold kind of anger settled in my chest, steady and dangerous. Selena came into the kitchen smiling like any normal morning, bright and sweet. Her voice said, "Good morning, my love," and it sounded sharp like a knife. I did not smile. Instead, I looked at her with cold, empty eyes. I pointed to the table and asked in a quiet, hard voice, "Who is Lucas, Selena?" Her face changed instantly. The smile fell away, and her color drained to white. She saw the letter and the phone, and finally understood I knew everything she hid. Her secret life had been exposed, and tears began to fall fast down her cheeks. She dropped to her knees and said, "Victor, I am so sorry. Please let me explain." She begged that we could fix this, promising to stop and calling it a mistake. I looked at her on the floor but felt only a hot, raw anger inside. I could not feel pity. 15 years of lies had taken away my trust completely. She said she still loved me, but her words sounded empty and untrue to me. In that moment, I made a decision to end her secret life and choices. She had destroyed my world, so I decided she should not keep her happy secrets. First, I called her parents, who had always loved me like a son in their family. I told them everything, the letter, the messages, and the truth I had found. I told her parents about Lucas, about the years of lies, about the endless betrayal she created. They were shocked, broken, and deeply sad. They could not believe their daughter was capable of such cruelty. After that, I went to her office, the big company where everyone respected and admired her. I walked straight into her boss's office and told him everything I had discovered about Selena. I showed him a copy of the letter, proof that his best employee was hiding terrible lies. In that single moment, Selena lost everything: her family's pride, her career, and her close friends. Her perfect secret world was destroyed, and a few days later she packed her bags and left. She walked out of my house forever, leaving me alone in the big, quiet rooms. The house became cold and empty, every corner filled with memories of her false, smiling face. For many long months I was deeply sad, wondering if all those happy years were lies. Was her smile a lie? Were her gentle words lies? My mind could not stop asking. Slowly, very slowly, I began to heal, focusing my strength and time more on my work. I started spending more hours with real friends, people who helped me and stayed beside me. Day by day, I began building a new life, a life made from truth and honesty. Then, at work, a new woman joined my department. Her name was Lila, soft and kind. She had a calm, honest smile, a gentle voice, and a heart very different from Selena. We started talking during our lunch breaks, and I shared small parts of my broken story. I did not tell her everything, but she listened closely, understood my pain, and stayed kind. Lila brought peace back into my life. showing me honest, good people still exist in this world. For the first time in many years, I started to feel hope and light again. My old life was built on painful lies, but maybe my new life could be truth. Thank you for being here, my friends. If you enjoyed the story, please like, subscribe, and share.